Alright guys, I locked Lewis in here with me for the stream today. He's super pissed. He's really not okay with it. He's already rotating on the ground. Just in case you were curious, he's upset. Alright, yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. Fantastic, baby. Fantastic. Lewis is just whining at the door. I didn't want to be locked in here for the stream. Please, Dad, don't make me. Don't make me listen to you talk about StarCraft. Don't do it. Anything but that. Anything but that. What worse possible fate could there be than to have to hang out with my dad? I know. Come here. Come. That's right. That's right. Snuggle your way out of this. There you go. Come here. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Look at him. Hey. No. Alright. Alright. He really wants me. I'm gonna let him out. So that's Lou. He really doesn't like being told no. And what can I say? He's my baby boy. He's my baby boy. Oh, look at this. Look at my rank. It says I'm rank 69. But where am I on my own list? Oh, there we go. Oh, now I'm 62, but on the menu here. Interesting. Okay, well, what? I won't look a gift horse in the mouth. Right on. Oh, shit. Didn't mean to double click that guy. Yo, Bismar, what's up, what's up? Yeah, it's good. It's going well. It's been a nice chill day. I edited a couple of videos, put a few shorts up on the YouTube, and not really too much else. Not really too much else going on. I edited a few together last night as well, so there's lots more to see. Happy to report that I'm almost at 20,000 hits on that planetary versus SCVs video. So that's pretty cool. I think that's my best short right now. And to be fair, it was pretty crazy, so. Good job, thanks. Yeah, I mean, even just like a month ago, I think my highest viewed short was like 5,000 views, and it was still a pretty old one. So now my highest viewed one is from the last 2 weeks. So the trajectory is still looking good. It's at 20,000, so. I don't know what the tipping point for shorts to like turn into something like profitable is supposed to look like, but I don't think it would be too bad if I was getting 20k hits on every one. You know, I'm happy to start there. Let's just see what happens when we get to that point. But I've been having fun playing the game. We've been getting some good opponents. We've been playing some insane matches. So that's what leads to those high quality games, right? Is us getting on right here, right now. We're entering, you know, I'm in the mines. I'm literally in the mines right now. Like, that's what I'm doing. I'm out here with my pickaxe trying to harvest some dank StarCraft moments, some highlights. I'm gonna hopefully not bungle it too badly, and we're gonna try to get ourselves a little dub. But yeah, so not a whole lot going on. Katie, Katie was working all weekend, so she's off today. So, well, people get ads as they like swipe through shorts and stuff sometimes as well. So it's not anything really crazy, but getting that many hits on my videos is just good, you know. I'm not doing a lot of long form content at the moment, mostly because I'm just not ready to. I know people want me to make like guide videos and stuff about like my builds and whatever, but yeah, I'm just not at that point where I'm making a lot of videos. Uh-oh, you're gonna get citizens arrested. Careful. Oh, snap. The delay is brutal. The delay is brutal. Well, the probes are just gonna jump you again, so you gotta like totally prepare for that, dog. I think we're boned here, but this was a good warm-up game. I can say that. I actually have a bunch of money. I can just double expand out of this. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Sorry, that's another song I don't have the rights to. Whoa, was that my clip? The Planetary vs. SCVs? I'm not 100% sure, honestly. Sometimes I download them and edit them to like stitch different parts of a game together, but I think I took that one from Twitch. I'm not 100% sure. That might be your clip. Sometimes I trim them though. So like Twitch gives me the option to, like, sometimes I'll take the clip and then I'll republish it a little bit shorter. I just try to tighten them a little bit. So can't even sing songs you don't have the rights to. No, it's brutal. It's a cold world. Honestly, I have no idea, but you know, it's easier for me to say that than admit the truth that no one wants to listen to me sing. You know, because that reality is always harder to deal with than right. I'm supposed to. Look at this guy, though. Damn. Damn. Look at him. Yeah, I appreciate that, Seven. Yeah, I did two of them. I did two of them from the ones that were up. I actually told myself I wasn't gonna go get absolutely baked until I took at least one of your clips. I ended up taking two, so you know, I said that was gonna be my barometer for having finished my work for the day after I streamed. Damn. Well, I mean, it's just a rough spot to be in. I mean, the Void Rays, like, he's crazy. GG. It's a tough spot. Protoss, man. Protoss. They're good. Let's see. Let's try this one. Don't reveal your secrets, then they'll know your plays. Well, everybody in StarCraft knows who Nathanias is. There's no hiding. Just another reason to share. It's another Protoss player. Was it a small map for the toss to just walk across? I think that map's like normal sized. You guys shouldn't be surprised if I pull all my SCVs and they all die and I don't kill the guy. Usually I'm very far behind, but I always appreciate the vote of confidence. Somebody saw that Cyclone halfway done with 2 Void Rays in my natural, and they thought to themselves, Nathan can still clutch this. It's a nice thought. I get it, right? It's like you've seen Nathanias perform miracles before, so, you know, Sometimes you guys like imagine me just going Super Saiyan and saving the day, but like I'm actually like, damn, I went Super Saiyan 2 games ago. I can't do it again, and then I just die. That's sometimes that's really what's happening. Is hunters still a thing in StarCraft 2 BattleNet? Oh, like big game hunters and stuff? Yeah, I love that stuff. You know, I don't really do too many customs. I don't really do too many customs. Direct strike doesn't really work very well on Proton, so there's like some sort of renderer pipeline thing you gotta do, like Proton tweaks or wine tricks or whatever. But you know, it's like kind of a lot of work, so I've actually wasted a pretty sad amount of time trying to get that working, so I just gave up. I just gave up, and I'm not trying to play custom games on Ubuntu anymore. I've just decided it's not gonna happen. It's just not. Pew, 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 pew. Bet you didn't know that that doesn't reset it, right? Isn't that cool? I miss playing big game hunters in Brood War though. That was a trip. That was like the OG. I just want to get on and play a game and not stress about anything. You just get on and play a game of big game hunters. They give you a bajillion resources. You get like 2 bases. There's a 3rd base in the middle that everybody would fight for on like either side. It was awesome. Big game hunters was just one of those things we didn't deserve. Like we didn't know how good we had it. It's gonna go straight for the natural. Just like YOLO, you know what I mean, dog? Beautiful. Wasn't there 8 spots on Hunters? Yeah. Yeah, you could do like 8 players. You could do 4 versus 4. You could do free-for-all, 2v2v2v2. I've seen it played a lot of ways. I've seen Hunters played a lot of ways. The map, I'm pretty sure the map exists in SC2. Let's humor ourselves here for the sake of the conversation. Let's humor ourselves. I'm on the Europe server right now, so it's like maybe almost 10 o'clock in Europe. It's almost 10 p.m. in Europe. So here's a really easy test. Let's just go to the customs. Let's see what the open lobbies are. Do we see hunters? What do we got? There is a big game hunters, no unit limit. There you go. Endless resources, custom teams. There you go. So there is a lobby open right now. People are playing it. Yeah, I don't know how many, but let's see. Let's keep looking. Big Great Hunters 2. So this looks like kind of a similar take. Just looks like it's designed to be a bigger version of the map. Okay. But that, I'd say this counts, right? So there's 2 open lobbies. Another one that's a free-for-all on Big Game Hunters. So we've got 3 open lobbies. Another Big Great Hunters here. So we've got 4 open lobbies. 5. There are 5 big game hunters lobbies open on SC2 right now. That's actually kind of awesome on Europe server. And it's almost 10 p.m., but there's a bunch of people that are, in fact, playing big game hunters. That's kind of cool to think about, right? Like that's kind of badass. Actually, I honestly, like, if you had asked me, like, what would my number be for the over or the under, I would have probably put it at like 2.5. You know, I thought there might be 2. Like, there could be a third one, but 5, absolutely would not have guessed that there's 5 lobbies up. Yeah, big game hunter is it's just a map that's designed for people to be able to, like, yeah, just have big endless battles in the middle, and like everybody fights each other, kind of. You make alliances, you know, alliances are destroyed. In StarCraft 2, they got rid of allied victory, so you can't in StarCraft 2 you can't just like bully somebody or like change alliances and stuff like that. They never really implemented that. But in Brood War, you couldn't turn it off. So a lot of games would be like, you know, you'd be like 35 minutes into a free-for-all, and then like the guy next to you that you've been fighting the whole game will just suddenly say, hey, if you ally with me, we can just kill this guy and we'll allied victory. And then you would work together to fight the guy, and he would like let you lose everything, and then he'd clean the other guy up, and then like you would say, all right, he's like, then you'd be like, all right, he left. Why didn't the game say we win? And then the guy's like, uh-oh, he checked allied, but not allied victory. And it's like, oh, and then he would just kill you, you know? I mean, that's like classic initiation to big game hunters right there. You team up with the other guy, he uses you as a meat shield, and then he unteams you and he wins. Literally every free-for-all I've ever played, honestly. Some savage stuff. I mean, we would queue into free-for-alls with like me and my friends, so we were kind of literally 3 14-year-olds joining a big game hunters lobby and secretly allying with each other. Hey guys, red and blue aren't fighting each other. I think they might be allied. Sometimes we wouldn't even ally with each other though, like just so people wouldn't find us out, you know what I mean? Like we would just kind of avoid each other, but if our units like ran into each other, just in case we got scanned or there was anything, we would never actually turn on that until like it was the end of the game. If only we could do a 30-man free-for-all. Have you heard of Fortnite? You can play 100-man, and you can build a whole base. Yeah, I'm funny. I got jokes for days. I'll be here tomorrow too, don't worry. He's random. Let's pretend he's Protoss. How about that? Or, sorry, let's pretend he's Zerg, because that makes me happy. Thinking about playing against a Zerg, that releases dopamine. So let's do that. I'm still going to scout in case he's Terran or Protoss. Like, I'm still going to SCV scout, but I'm going to will and manifest a TVZ. Manifest some TVZ. Looking good. Do you remember the other map that was really famous during StarCraft 1 besides Hunters? Where every base was a plateau? In StarCraft 1? Are you talking about Lost Temple? They made that map into Shattered Temple in StarCraft 2. Because Lost Temple was actually too broken in SC2. Lost Temple was in the beta for SC2, and then people would drop siege tanks on top of it. People would drop siege tanks on the cliff by the main base mineral line. So then they made a new map. They called it Shattered Temple. They added destructible rock gold bases in the center of the map, and they also destroyed the high ground cliff thingies so that you could no longer use them. You could no longer put tanks on them, basically. It was specifically to stop Terrans from dropping siege tanks on there and denying mineral mining from above. Which, to be fair, was pretty imba. I guess it also would have been really good for Colossus drop. The game never developed to the point where Colossus drop was a thing until Shattered Temple had already replaced it, but it's a fun thought. It's a fun thought experiment. If somebody had tried that, we might have seen the game go in a slightly different direction. White Raw was busy building carriers. White Raw was making carriers. He wasn't doing the Colossi memes. I can't blame him, though. Some of my earliest StarCraft casting games, like when I look at some of the really old games, even on my YouTube, like from years, like a decade plus ago, one of the earliest casts I still remember was a Queenie. She was part of the Swedish StarCraft scene for quite a while. I think she ended up switching into streaming like Hearthstone or Heroes. But she was awesome. She was a Protoss, and she played a match against him in the open bracket for DreamHack on one of those like 10-hour days where nothing happens. And I wasn't at the event, so I was just like casting random open bracket matches from people that were there, and I just got to watch. I don't think I had ever seen her play a game at that point, but I got to just be in game spectating a White Raw match. And had in his like prime basically, and he just did the sickest 2-base carrier sentry push, and yeah, obviously won easily. He's White Raw, but it was like pretty cool, you know. It's one of the earliest times I commentated a match of his, because I didn't really get to cast him much on the main stage. He obviously struggled against some of the top pros, but he beat pretty much anybody that wasn't a top player back then. He was very good. Sup, big dog? You watching any NFL playoffs? Oh yeah, I've been watching all of it, man. I can't believe Josh Allen won that game with a broken hand. Did you see the injury? He was his first pass afterwards was really rough too. So I was I'm a huge Josh Allen hater. So I just had to say that I was really impressed. I was really impressed at how well he kept it together, because that really looked painful, and I really honestly thought it was going to ruin the game for them. So yeah, they definitely got lucky. Bro, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, yeah, that's right. You're doing some shitty cheese. No, this guy's crazy. He's El Pollo Loco. That's right, the chicken joint, the taco joint. That's what he is. Oi, oi, oi. Josuke. Oi, oi, oi. Round 2. What an absolute psychopath. What an absolute psychopath. He's just gonna keep going, isn't he? It's never gonna stop. She never sleeps. She never sleeps. That'll do. I just need to build my battle cruisers, right? That's the issue. Alright, they're finally on the way. I mean, this game hasn't been easy. Certainly annoying. My Vikings got like 1,000,000 kills, though, so that releases dopamine. Big DreamHack fights on stage. Hell yeah. Yeah, games were really good. Heartbreaking loss for the Packers. My brother-in-law is a diehard Packers fan, so you know that definitely sucked. Yeah, my brother-in-law is a diehard Packers fan, but aside from that, mostly just for tonight's game, I want to see Aaron Rodgers lose and then complain about something. So cheering for the I'm cheering for the Texans tonight. I just want to hear Aaron Rodgers complain about something, so. He's always funny. He's always funny when he gets mad. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. No, I'm kind of a CJ Stroud fanboy, TBH. Been loving watching the Texans turn their team around the last few years. Went from having an elite young defense with a developing quarterback to an elite quarterback with a elite defense, and things have kind of been looking really good for them. So it's just been nice to see the way that they've turned that organization around in the last few years. Hope that answer justifies my opinion. What you got, girl? What's going on? What's going on? My battle cruiser's got 1-1. What you gonna do? Oh, okay, he's got a lot more corruptors than I thought. Woo! Well, losing one definitely sucks, but it's also not the end of the world. Spoiler, it was the end of the world. Well, me, I guess. Oh, what's crazy to me is that he's still getting mutas. I mean, my battle cruisers do have 2/2, so if we fight, it's not just gonna be like magically guaranteed to be pretty, you know? Let's just do it. Not afraid of you. But yeah, playoffs have been good. It's been fun to watch. We watched the championship college game on Friday the other night. They had that on at B-dubs. I saw how horrible that Moore guy or whatever looked compared to Mendoza. Can't wait for the Jets to draft Moore and then continue to suck eggs for a very long time, you know? Always great to be able to look forward to continued mediocrity of my team. Looks like he's going to be committing in a huge way to those mutas. I've got lots of command centers though, so I'm like, I just want to keep stacking CCs. Yeah, he's crazy. Yeah, I thought he would try to do something like that. He didn't really kill anything, though, thankfully. So I got that going for me, which is nice. Need to cover that specific pathway, maybe slightly better. He's crazy. If Crazy Fries were a person, it'd be him. It's him, Crazy Fries. I told you guys. Gonna be switching to the Thors. I'm coming out, so you better get this party started. I'm coming out, oh, I'm coming. Let's see how he deals with that. He's got his big map pressure, map control thing going on. You know, he's into that. It's giving Christian Grey. Whatever makes him happy. Would you rather have tater tots or curly fries? I mean, honestly, I just want I want like a good pretzel, you know, a soft one. Buttered with some salt. And if I could have, you know, some good beer cheese to dip it in. Not that garbage, you know, some good shit. That's the only thing I miss about living in Arlington is the casino's grill had such good pretzels. Oh my god. I have to say, Angel of the Winds Bar and Grill does have a really, really good pretzel. I miss it. We certainly aren't making trips down there. I do miss that pretzel. I think of her often. Don't tell my wife. Oh, that pretzel was so good, though. Sometimes we would go there after work, and that's all I would get. I'd just get a pretzel and a mojito. Oh, good stuff. And then I'd think about spending 8 hours of the day in a Zoom call. Good stuff. Oh, memories. No, you're not stealing my guys. No. Oh, see, this is gonna be so sick when I use Interference Matrix on all of his, when I use Interference Matrix on his Infestors, he's gonna get pissed. He's gonna be upset. I can feel it. He's not gonna be liking that. You done pretzel and mustard? Well, sometimes they have, like, a mustardy type of dip. I'm not, like, a big mustard guy. When it comes to mustard, I'll do, like, you know, I'll take a little bit of it on a burger with ketchup. I'm not, you know, I'm not like completely opposed to it. I just, I like barbecue sauce as a topping. And sometimes if I tell myself that I want to have, like, if I tell myself that I'm gonna have something that I would be putting, you know, like barbecue sauce on, if I want mustard, I'll use a mustard-based barbecue sauce. Does that make sense? Have you guys ever heard of like Carolina Gold barbecue? That's made with a mustard base. It's really good. Like, I would highly recommend it. So, but again, you know, that's like a tangy barbecue sauce that uses mustard as a component, right? I think anyway. Or maybe it's, which one uses mustard? Kansas City is like a ketchup base. Kansas is a ketchup base. I'm pretty sure it's a mustard base for Carolina. Yeah. Maybe Texas and Kansas both do. Or Texas is like vinegar, right? They do something else. He gave up? Yeah, we beat him, man. We beat him. I obliterated his army, and I guess he realized I was going to get him. So if you missed it at the end, I used my interference matrix on all of his infestors, so he couldn't use mind control at all. They count as psionic units, so you can use the lockdown ability on infestors. That's all I did, and then none of his infestors were allowed to attack at all, so I won. That was pretty cool. And remember how I said I was going to pretend it was a TVZ no matter what, and then it ended up being a TVZ? Yeah, sometimes I feel like I have ESPN. Alright, it is the same guy. He's playing as random still, so, I mean, it could be Terran or Protoss now. But I'm gonna do exactly what I think. You know, I asked myself, what would Jesus do? And he would tell me not to worry about it, right? So I'm just gonna pretend he's Zerg again. Here we are. Here we are. This win was brought to you by the power of pretzel love. Ah, pretzels, man, they're so good. Angel of the Winds, 210 bar and grill. Their pretzel is amazing. It's so soft. They butter it. Oh my god. I gotta stop thinking about this. Katie told me she was gonna get me a snack at some point, so. I had a bowl of Captain Crunch 6 hours ago, maybe 7 hours ago. That's all I've eaten today. Please don't be upset at me, boss. No, I forgot to eat lunch. Well, you gotta understand, because I had to overly complicate my own day for no reason. So I decided something I've wanted to do since we moved here is we have a beautiful window view in our office of like the surrounding area. So basically our desks were too big. TLDR, Nathan's new desk is small enough now that I can be side to side with Katie looking out the window. So I rearranged the office. So actually I burned even way more calories moving both of our stuff like all over. And then I was like, oh my god, I need to go live. So yeah, it's okay. I think she thinks I had a snack, so we're good. So she kicks down the door and forces a granola bar down my throat. Don't tell her. Yeah, but it felt really nice. Well, because the thing is now the view behind me is going to be a lot better, and I could show it to you, but it's still kind of messy. So I couldn't really put anything behind me before, just because of where the desk was facing. So now it's up against one of the only plain wall sections, so I can have it. Oh, you see, he's Zerg again, by the way. Literally manifesting success. But yeah, so now you'll be able to see the shelf with all the cool stuff behind me. You'll be able to see my poster. Actually, I think the poster is the only thing you can see. It's not really angled well, but I got my Raccoon City poster. That's a portrait of my mom. That's the only picture I have of her. She's great. I've been moving stuff around, so I'm gonna put her up probably somewhere over here. So still a bit of work to do there, but Now Katie and I can hold hands when we watch movies and play games together at our desks. So she was like, "Why are you moving my desk away from yours?" And I said, "Well, Katie, I'm trying to determine if I can fit my new desk in this gap that the old desk would not fit in." So, and then we did it. So now we're good. She approved. She approved, just so you know. She did investigate and she approved of the new layout. I just wanted to be able to like set up a decent background if I don't want to always use the green screen thing. So the way that my desk was set up before, the only thing behind me was Katie's desk or the closet doors. So there's not a lot I can do there. There's not a lot I can do with having just closet doors behind me. It wasn't really gonna work. I know. You guys are like shocked. You're incriminating yourself now? Oh no, that's okay. She knows I like to get caught, so. You know what we watched though? Actually, it'll be tomorrow. Tomorrow is the reunion. Tomorrow is the part 1 of the reunion for Salt Lake airs. Oh my god, am I getting Baneling busted like again? Are you kidding me, dog? Like, bro. Oh my god, Nate, he Baneling busted you last game. Do you even remember that? He was coming at you just like that. Trying to get all up in your face, blow up your SCVs, deny your base. Then the Mutas came in. He was looking for a quick, easy win. Okay, I think I remember the last game now. I remember, guys, I remember. Well, it's going to be a lot harder for him considering he didn't blow up almost all my workers for free at the start of this one. So that I got that going for me, which is nice. By this time last game, he had already killed like all my SCVs. He was in my third base. Do you guys remember that? He was in my natural. Like, I'm still just... I can't calm down. He got me so worked up. It was a tough game. Can I say that? Am I allowed to say that on air? It was a tough game. It really was. So there I was. But I think we're well poised, especially if he expects me to go for that ground army. Maybe he'll commit to something I can kill with mass BC. Who knows? Who called in the fleet? Okay, but see, the thing is, in a situation like this, it starts to make me believe that what's actually going to happen is he's just going to play the third denial here. So I kind of want to not be getting my third denied. So I'm keeping the BCs here for a sec. He's not sending the Lings, though. So do I really have to leave my base for him to do something? Please, don't. Don't tell me. Say it ain't so. So anyway, yeah, I forgot to eat lunch because I completely rearranged the office again. You guys know every 6 months I gotta just rotate my entire living space. Oh, you went Hydras. Whoa. See, you got one there. I hate that. I really don't like that. It's going to be hard for Nathan to make good on his don't build giant walls of siege tanks promise against a guy going for this many Hydras this fast. But I think if I double wrap my third, then I can just put all the pieces on the board in front of my fourth, right? Because then this will more or less defend itself. Yeah, he got scared after the Banes failed. Well, that's the thing. I actually forgot that he even did that in the first game. So I wonder if that had something to do with it too. Was he like, oh, he's ready for it. He remembers I did it last game, but I actually totally forgot. So maybe that was it. I don't know. Maybe he's psyching himself out. The thing about getting really emotional and worked up about your games is that it makes those emotional spirals a little easier to achieve. So, you know, guys over there, he's trying to figure things out. He's trying to crack Da Vinci Code, but I'm over here like, am I gonna get a McChicken or a double cheeseburger for the football game, you know? Tough questions, man. Tough questions. Look at them dance. Look at them go. Sorry, I was just waiting for a scan, brah. Just waiting for a scan. And I'll wait for another. No, your middle of the map overlord's not very interesting to me. Well, I've got two battle cruisers. I'm kind of expecting him to go for the infestors like he did before, and the answer to that is gonna be using the teleport. I'm just gonna max out on battlecruisers, teleport directly on top of his hive, one-shot all of his tech, and then he won't have any cooldowns to steal because I'm gonna use them all on the way in. I call this neural parasite risk mitigation. And frankly, I should probably skip out on one of my BCs just to get my 3/3. Plus 3 attacks, not as big of a deal because I'm actually now kind of limited by the like he's gonna neural my BCs probably in a big fight that would happen. Like it feels like kind of inevitable that neural will be involved here to some degree. Oh, he's got a lot of Vipers. Well, you can't abduct tanks. So is his plan just to blinding cloud the Oh, so yeah, he's just going for it. Fuck it, we ball. We ball. There you go. Yeah, hit me with your best shot, brah. What a game. Damn. I have a lot of VCs still, but money is a problem. Money is a problem. Well, Nate, I mean, that's like his final base, right? And this is like your final base, so... I like that the moment I left, he did come out, though, so that's nice. Let's see it. Damn, what a crazy ass number of Hydras, though. I think all we can do is just YOLO it here. I think this game is over. I tried, boys. Where's your Vipers, big boy? Just trying to do the best I can. Just trying to make some opportunities for me and my family here. Oh, he just walked through them. Beautiful. Oh yeah, he doesn't have his Vipers, right? Yeah, chase him. Chase the Singed. Beautiful. Beautiful game. Wow, 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 wow. We did it. I really didn't think it was gonna work. I didn't believe, guys. I didn't believe in myself, and somehow we pulled through. That was an amazing game. Resources lost. For us, 20.2 thousand. For him, he lost 38.7. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Sorry. Let's go next. Sorry, I got a text. I got a text message that the pluribus people that I asked for a nuclear warhead, they said that they hooked it up, so it's apparently outside. Football game kicks off at 5:15 tonight as well. We got a Protoss. Who is your all-time favorite SC2 player? What a great question. My hero has been Gumiho, mostly because he has always been someone that not only competes at the top level, but does so without copying everyone else. He's a man who forged his own path, and he's a GSL champion. I have nothing but good things to say about Gumiho. I have nothing but good things to say about Gumiho. You just finished that show? A lot of fun? Yeah, it was good. It was good. My wife and I liked it a lot. Hey guys. Yeah, I had it muted on purpose. I love you guys. I had to take an important call. That game was pretty sick though, huh? Can you believe we won that? Can you believe we pulled that out? What times do I usually stream? Usually on, like, try to aim for somewhere in that 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific time range. It's the best hours for me to ladder on Europe and hit US viewer hours, you know? That's where I get the most, it's how I get the most hits anyways, being on in this time range. Is it random? Am I bound to miss the full stream because of your Swedish time zone? Well, I usually would start around. It's not like a hard thing, you know. This isn't like a 100% full-time job for me, the streaming thing. So I just try to be on during peak hours, if that makes sense. So I can't tell you that I'll always be on at a certain time range, but I'll usually be on at some point between 11 a.m. Pacific and 5 p.m. Just because those are peak hours to be on. When we do event streams or like when Resident Evil comes out, I'll probably be doing some much longer, wider range of hours. Is the one on the Twitch profile accurate? Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really touched it in a little bit. Yeah, sometimes it varies a little bit, but I go a bit off of my my wife's work schedule, so she's been working a bit more opening hours than closing. So sometimes I'll be on a little bit later too. But most of the time, middle of the day is what I aim for. I think we're in a pretty decent spot. My production is limited since I don't have the barracks to be able to make more factories, but I do have other stuff. I feel like we did a lot of damage too, so we'll just see. We'll just see what he has when he decides to counterattack eventually. I want to make sure I get a Raven or two before I go out on the map. And then we'll be good. Need more orbitals, though. Depending on how many immortals he makes, the Raven will be really, really essential for shutting them down with Interference Matrix. Oh, he doesn't have too much at all. We can play ball here. I have more SCVs than I need for a whole game, so we can stop building those. YOLO. Meh. Round two. Somebody stop me. We've almost got enough to do it. Oh, he's got carriers and shit? Oh, he's nuts. Let's do this, man. Let's go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh my goodness, he had a ninja base. He had a ninja base. That's absolutely astounding. That's astounding. Ninja base in 2025? Oh my god, it's 2026. Maybe ninja bases are back. Shows what I know. Shows what I know. Corner hit. No, kickoff's in like 3 hours, right? New meta. What can I say? I'm a trendsetter. Always have been. Always have been, always will. Is this Europe? Yeah, we pretty much only play Europe. I like trying to play on Korea sometimes, but I don't really, there's not that many people who play, sadly. There's just not that many people who actually play on the Korean server, so it's a little bit lonely over there. It's a little bit lonely. This is a... Oh my god, it's a Zerg. Okay. Not exactly what I intended, but okay, I got a plan. I can fix this. I know, I just need to start the factory. There we go. See what he's got. The Fallout remasters, you know, yeah, for sure. I hope that the bugs and stuff aren't all there too, you know, that was always one of the hardest parts. Damn, we got cheesed. All right, GG, let's go next. I knew I did the wrong build and we got one base all in. Like, that was not gonna work. That was a bad recipe. We were not cooking there. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for the Fallout 3 one. Any improvements there would be nice. Fallout 3 was my favorite for sure. It was still so so raw, so real. Cars 4 is a thing. I haven't even seen the second Cars movie, so I don't know. I've only seen the first one. I've seen the first Cars movie twice in my life, I think. I watched it once a long time ago, and I watched it once with my wife. Is the Cars franchise still relevant? I don't know. Have they turned it into a serialized product yet? It still gets its own actual movie, then I guess it's a big deal. If they haven't turned it into one of those endless running shows now based on an old movie that was popular, then maybe they're safe. But I don't know. There could be a whole animated Cars series I'm unaware of. I don't really follow that one too much. My wife is a big fan of Doc Hudson. So you know Doc Hudson, he's pretty cool. We have a Doc Hudson model with a Santa hat on him for Christmas. It's one of the things I got her, you know? So I think as long as she's got Doc Hudson, she's happy and I don't have to worry about it. Wow, it's not pool first. I can't believe it's not pool first. Well, you got to remember, Daniel, you are on the internet right now, so you're just gonna hear crazy shit like that every once in a while. The internet is a treacherous place, that's for sure. You're too innocent for these kinds of discussions. Well, you're in a good place. You're in a good place. I mean, being on YouTube's not the worst place. I think they only put weird stuff there for like the... yeah. But I think as an adult, YouTube is still pretty decent. There are subsets. Yeah, I was gonna say, you spend enough time, you'll find that there's weird niche groups that are into everything, so. You know, live your truth, you know, don't hurt people, etc., etc., but also at the same time, keep some of that away from me. I don't need that in my life. You know what they say, guys? They say that when you're born, your brain is like a sponge and it fills with everything you encounter. Please don't put that in my sponge. I don't want to soak that up. Thank you. I only know StarCraft and breathing, okay? That's it. That's all I need. Right on. Oh, hey. Thanks for the follow, yo. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Happy Moon Day. Happy Moon Day. Listen to the bass on that missile turret. Damn. Look at it go. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, Battlecruiser, go do your thing, girl. You just taking bases, baby girl? Mm-hmm. This is my roommate, Wallace. That's right, I'm going to take out your individual Zerglings. Got 3 Thors building now. Give me a Baneling? I got 1 Baneling. I'll take it. Well, that could have gone worse. I do have a lot of command centers. A lot of bases I'm not really using effectively, so... Needed to get those Thors up front. Just gotta keep getting my Thors out, that's all. Oh my goodness. Look at him go. Oh yeah, he's gonna try and end it here. He's going for it. I think he's about to try and end the game. Oh, the leg. There we go, actually. Nice. Well, he's throwing a lot away, so that's about it. That's all I have to report. I still feel like I'm able to make my supply go up, though, so I'm not done just yet. The planetary as the wall is always nice, but it does cost supply when I lose it. Are we cooked? We might be. We might be. I still have, like, 5 Thors, so I don't want to, like, give up just yet. But if you see what I'm trying to do right here, because if I go back out on the map, he's going to chase all my Hellions. That was probably a big part of why he did his push when he did, because it was a good timing. But I am a little nervous to move my Hellions out on the map now, because they will be exposed, so... Having a little tough time with the leg. Yeah, that's fine. Comes with the territory. Yeah, he's trying to do his like triple kick flip attacks right here. See that? He's crazy. We'll just have to abandon this base. This one we kind of mined it out already anyway. But I think if we just hold this spot, we'll be okay. He is crazy, but we're still building our army up. Like, he's trying to do the base trade. He wants to go for the secret base trade option. But he just threw away another like 10 Ultralisks, so. Still trying to break us, but we still got money. We still got money. These are bases that are just going to be really difficult for him to get on top of, right? It's a big part of it. I'm not listening to Final Fantasy V music on stream, no. Here we go. Oh, was that his plan? Is just go pee on everything? Okay. If that's the best he's got, we're still in a good spot. I think we can go kill him soon, too. We're almost there. You know what? We are there. YOLO. YOLO. Just target the ultras with the libs. There we go. You guys ready for his super base trade jutsu? His super base trade known jutsu? Or maybe just mass ultras enough? Ugh. Maybe? Let's see what we can do. Probably can't save it, right? Oh, he's just throwing them away. All right, well, let's build another command center, shall we? So many ultras. So many. GG, well played. I mean, his base trade style is just really hard to play against. That honestly is one of the best ways to play Zerg versus Terran when you're up against a mech army that you can't beat head to head. Just constantly do the backstabs and just make it so that really what won him the game was the fact that the push I did was the only push I could do. You know what I mean? Sometimes you only get one shot. All right, we got a Zerg. I could have tried to turtle harder that game, but I just didn't really want to do that. So at some point you just got to push. Hey, Heggy. Yo, Fainer, what's up? Any good source of current builds? Nah, I'm going to be putting some guides together by the end of February, but I don't have anything super new. A lot of the strategies I'm doing are still ones from like 7 years ago because battle cruisers haven't even been adjusted in a patch since 2019. No cap. They literally haven't touched the BC in like 7 years, so not much has changed. Yeah, I don't take the game quite as seriously as I used to, but there's been a lot of demand for guides. So, seems like a good chunk of folks have been coming back. It's on my list. It's on my list of things to do. I'm just not rushing it. All right, we got everything on the way. Once we build the DC, we'll get through that gas pretty fast, but I'm still making the Raven. One battlecruiser might not be enough to stop this, though. He's got a lot of roaches. Too many roaches. Too many roaches. Oh yeah, see, by the time I got through them, more are coming over. Do you guys see that? I think we lose. I was hoping he'd run into the planetary and like lose everything, and then I could just retake this base. That's where my thought process is right now. Because you got to imagine it cost a lot to like do that roach attack at the same time. You know what I mean? It's not free. So still go put some pressure on. Roaches are devastating, though. You have such a wide angle on this map on your third base, too, so It's hard. Hard to try to create a choke point to block or something. He's got a lot of corruptors. Let's not give away our production completely for free like last game, huh? We're getting the Thor count to be pretty respectable, though. Actually pretty good on everything except for the expansion. We just got to get our 4th up, and then I think we can go ball. But we've got 10 Thors, which is pretty sweet. I just want to set this base up, and then we're going to be in a position to go push. That's the idea here, anyway. Yeah, 10 is the magic number, faux show. I mean, I do have a lot of Thors, so we can fight like this. If you want to trade everything that you have for 2 Thors, that's okay with me. I really don't have a problem there. I do not. Trying to set up to not insta-lose to the base trade thing is one thing. What do I have? I still have, like, what, 7? So I have 7 Thors. We can go push him soon, though. Oh, is that a dropper lord? Oh, you thirsty slimy. No! No! Oh, he's got multiple! What the hell? See, he's just waiting for me to leave my base. Literally just waiting for me to leave my base, and then he was gonna drop God knows how many dudes in, on, or around me. It was gonna be a lot. It was gonna be a lot. I think the move here is just like, yeah, right? Just like fight him. Pretty sure I just win in a straight up fight. There we go. Get him to run all of his guys around. Beautiful. Guess I just need another factory? I don't know. I've got money, so... He's taking all the bases now, I guess. He took my base. Is that it? I'm not surprised. Do you get extra XP from if there's units in the Overlord? Like, you know, I would imagine, but I really don't know. Frankly, I really don't have any idea. But this is his plan, right? He's gonna keep trying to beat me down. He's gonna keep trying to beat me down with mass roachy roach pushes, one after another. He's just gonna keep throwing roaches at me. I'm not really at the number of ravens I want to be at, is the only problem. It's really the biggest issue, and obviously I need another base. Can't build a command center anywhere there because God hates you. Lol. I think we can push him though. We got some more Hellions. We got some more Ravens. It's time. It's time. Hellions and Ravens are going to be on their own hotkey the same way I'd normally do Liberators. That's all. Oh, there's the base trade we were talking about. All right, well, then we're just gonna do it. I'll just go clean up everything out on the map with the Hellions and the Ravens, and he'll try to, you know, keep base trading. Look at him, he's escorting his queens out and shit. He's crazy. He's retaken every base on the map already, too. Got him. GG, baby. Crazy game. Crazy game, huh? Whew. Yeah, that was something else, actually. That was like, that got a little crazy. That got a little crazy. A little cray. Little cray, hey. What a game. What a game. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Incredible. Earth-shattering, really. His upgrades, he had no Carapace upgrades on the ground. That's kind of interesting. He had +3 attack for his Hydras. He had +2 Carapace and attack for air units. And he had Neural Parasite and Adrenal Glands. But we didn't really see Infestors or Lings that much, right? So, not really a lot. Not really a lot happening there, huh? Pretty chill game. Hatch Gas Pool, 357 Roach Warren, nothing crazy. Is that BM or are we on a different server? Yeah, I think that's just a acrylic keyboard typing GG, right? He's got like Russian keyboard or something. I'm mostly just playing on the Europe server, so. Yes. I'm gonna run some ads. Take 2 minutes. Be right back, guys. Love you. All right. Hey there. Hi there. Ho there. Hello there. Oh man, did I find a way to make my hair even worse while I was downstairs? I'm crazy. It's bad, man. Oh, it's a good thing I'm only going to be streaming for like another hour or two. This is unacceptable. Oh. I'll never live it down. Look at them graphs, though. Did I tell you guys I got this Brees Hall card for 50 cents from the card shop? And peep that. Peep that bad boy. It was just in the big bucket of random cards for like, yeah, it was in the 50-cent box. But I got my first Brees card, so that's nice. We got another Zerg. Look at that. Another great reason to play Europe is they have so many Zergs. And it's because they have good role models, right? The European Zerg role models, there's a lot of them. Obviously, the best player in the history of SC2 is a European Zerg, so. If you want to find the Zergs, just go to Europe. They're all there. Yeah, I got a few other ones. I had some nice sports cards when I was a kid, but like many things that I ended up losing, it was one of those things I was like, I don't want to get that again, you know? Man, it's taken me a long time to be to be okay with the idea of like having stuff that I want to keep forever. Cause I had to start over with like everything, so.
Yeah, whatever. What's going on? You want a piece of me, boy?
Let's get him. Let's get him. You have any idea who you're stealing from? You and your friends are dead. I need to rewatch all of those movies again soon. Rachel. Where's Bane when you need him?
This better be good. Ready to play. SCV ready.
I've got so much economy with this setup too. This is nice. This is nice. I must admit, I'm enjoying myself. He has Zergling's speed. He did get speed. He hasn't really shown too many of his links to us, so it's nice to know. Let's see what you got. I think they're almost at the end of this season of Below Deck, though. So I think tonight's episode might be the last one of the season. What do you guys think? If you were paying like $1 bajillion to go out on a super yacht, right? To go out on a yacht, out on the ocean, in the Mediterranean, etc., what have you, for like 2 or 3 nights, would you be disappointed if the only meals the chef cooked were like big family style bowls that everybody served themselves from? If the chef told you he did it because it was easier to meet everybody's like allergy preferences, would you buy that? I don't, personally. You can do that every time you scan? Huh? Like, I don't scout a lot and people get very angry, but I'm also like, guys, you know, at any given moment, there's really only like 3 things your opponent can be doing. You know that, right? But then they're like, you still need to scout, Nathan, because if you lose, it's only because you didn't try hard enough. And I'm like, you know, so you gotta, it's a balance. It's a balance. You don't want to like, if you force people out of the matrix, you know what I mean? If you force people out of the matrix against their will, sometimes they reject it. They reject reality. So you have to be careful. You gotta let them out real slow, like. Gotta let them out real slow. But sometimes I do want to know if there is a spire. You know, it doesn't always hurt to scan. I find most of the time I don't need to, but occasionally I do just want to know. No, Nate, you did make a fusion core. You could build a battlecruiser next. Just throwing it out there. Crazy idea. Those are the rules of StarCraft, Nathan. Are they, though? You know, the coolest thing about StarCraft is that there are no rules, though, right? You know, like, it's like the least regulated competitive game ever. Playing StarCraft is like living in one of those towns where the gasoline is just, you can just, the water tap, you can just light it on fire, you know? Last thing you want to do is have any rules. Do you want to leave 50 games in a row so that you can beat up on people worse than you? There's no mechanic in this game to stop you from doing that. No one cares.
War is here. Big job. Ready to raise some?
What you got? What was that sound effect? It's a loud tank shot. Yeah, you know, actually, I would really like as many Banes as I can get. Nice. Look at that. I'm at max supply available to me. I can't even get supply blocked right now. Are you kidding me, dog? Is this reality? Is this just a sea of Fanta? You kidding me right now, Broseph? All right, A move of destiny coming up. Remember, guys, you A-move everything, and then you put a separate hotkey on the Liberators and Thors. Okay? Or the Liberators, Ravens, and Hellions. That way you can micro them away from Banelings, but nothing else actually matters, so... Nothing else actually matters. He has to push me because, he needs the Broodlords to finish. So he just boned himself. He couldn't afford for the Broods not to finish there. But now he has no Ultralisks, so he's kind of back to square one. See? Do you guys see what I'm talking about here? Beautiful. Look at that. Smart. So then nobody can say you just A-moved. I mean, sure, yeah. That's like the whole point though, right? Because like most of the time, if you just A-move everything together, they're gonna just get Banelings onto your Hellions. And people will often ask me why I don't use Hellbats, but Hellbats, they're even worse because you can't really micro them away at all. Like, the single most important thing that you can do in that situation is you want to keep your opponent attacking your tankiest units, your Thors, so that the Hellions can be behind to clear off Lings. And it's okay to have the Hellions be a little bit of a meat shield. I think you can do that, but it's just, you know, it's all about risk management. That's all. The Thors on their own kill basically everything. You just want to support them. As soon as the support for the Thor is gone, then it's no longer unkillable. Does that make sense? They're kind of like hero units. But they still have to be supported. Hi, enjoying your games from France. Bonjour. Thank you. God bless you, sir. I hope all is well. France is a beautiful place. I think about going to Poitiers all the time. Oh man, one of the Blizzard guys, man, they wouldn't even let him get in the cab. He got so drunk at the after party. It was a good time. I think they had like 3 people walk him home. That was a fun event. We got absolutely hammered in France. Motherfucker. I see. I don't know what the matchup is. Hang on. Oh, it's Protoss. Figured I'd throw out some a James Doak quote. I'm gonna feed some James Doak's quotes. Creepy motherfucker. Yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff when they play along. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Hey Nate, good seeing you. Hope you're well. Thanks, Jay. I'm fantastic. I'm fantastic. I'm chilling like a villain. Chilling like a villain. Katie had the day off, so she's running some errands while I stream, and then we're gonna have a nice little dinner and watch some football together tonight. She's had a lot going on with like her family and stuff in the last few months, so having these days where she can kind of get through some of the obligations she's got on that side is nice. I don't know if I told you guys this, but her mom actually came up on the last day I took off. So mother-in-law was in town, and you'll be shocked, but we also took her to B-dubs, so it was great. It was great. She played trivia with us. It was a hit. Although, just so we're all keeping score, I'd like to point out that the Buffalo Wild Wings trivia does have another question that is dated to the point of no longer being correct. Because they, for some reason, still have on their football multiple choice test, they still have, what team does J.J. Watt play for? And, I mean, it's wrong for several reasons, but he's obviously no longer playing, so... Just wanted to point that out in case any of you guys happen to work for the trivia department at Buffalo Wild Wings. See, guys, I saved the day. I saved the day right there. I discovered a problem, I called attention to it, and now it's fixed. You got the Reaper, but at what cost? But at what cost? StarCraft, oh yes. Uh-oh. Nathan's pulling on his cables. I moved my desk around, so some of them are still... I think I just pulled my cloud lifter off the windowsill. But my mic's still working, and the stream didn't turn off, so didn't hit a power cable. We're good. Game on. All right, we're bringing out the ghost pepper. The ghost pepper. Ghost pepper cheese. This is the spiciest Terran versus Protoss build I have. All right, if this was Hot Ones, this would be like the bomb. This would be the bomb beyond insanity of oh hell no. Is he one basing me? Are you kidding me? Are we doing this again? Is this another guy? Is this another guy going like proxy Dark Shrine? Is this proxy DTs again? Yeah, it looks like he recalled his stuff to the gold base. I don't even know if there is a gold base here. Just gonna turn his base into my base. What do you guys think he's doing? What is he proxying? Oh my god, I'm scared. Is he gonna drop like 3 immortals in my base? What could this possibly be for? Where is his proxy? Where's the proxy? Where is it? What do you guys think? Is it proxy mothership again? is it? I mean, I even scouted with the Reaper, so let's see. Okay, there it is. Oh, he's got several carriers already, right? That's the thing. I see. You know what? Let's just focus this one down normally. YOLO. Is that gonna work? No? Okay. That's good to know. Crazy. Crazy. I do feel like he only has those two carriers now, right? Oh my god, smoked. Smoked him. Oof. That was actually so sick. The surprise is how on OP those things are. Damn. Yeah. Surprise, motherfucker. In a cargo box. Good stuff. I like that. We like to see that. We do. It's been known. We've been known to enjoy it on occasion. Used to play random, so kind of a Zerg, yeah. Do you think he had another ninja base? I was scared of it. I was scared of it. Someone did proxy mothership rush me the other day. Why didn't he wall at the ramp? God works in mysterious ways. Checkmate. Feeling good. That is wild, Proxy. Doesn't it take forever to build the mothership? It does, it does. When the guy mothership proxied me, he put it like in my third or my fourth base, so it was a little bit closer. It wasn't the corner of the map. I think that guy did the corner of the map because he was probably thinking that like getting into that kind of game would be really dragged out. I don't know. I'm honestly not 100% sure. But you know, those are the kinds of builds that you do because you love mothership rushing people. You don't do a strategy like that because you hate building fun. You know, you don't do a build like that because you hate fun. You do a build like that because you're crazy. You want to have a little. You want to get a little. You want to get down with it. You want to get down with your bad self. That's why you proxy mothership rush someone. Like, do you think I would proxy Thor rush someone if I wasn't feeling myself? You think I'm like completely sober and flaccid Thor rushing people? Like, really? No, of course not. Of course not. This is a Zerg, so we're good. We're set. Hats off to that guy for having fun. Yeah, I can't blame somebody. That would be silly, you know? It'd be like hating myself if somebody else battlecruiser rushed me. Like, what? That would be ridiculous. That would be absolutely ridiculous. I can't do that. But yeah, I'm here for a good time. I'm here for a good time myself. I'm nostalgic for this game. I love StarCraft. It's like one of the greatest games I've ever played. I think StarCraft 2 is the best RTS game ever. Like, basically, it's just so good. I've been able to play this for so many years, and it's never had like, it's never really had those frustrating elements. Even the worst seasons, most imba metas never lasted too long. Some of them did, but they were still at least few and far between. Yeah, I love gasless expanding. It's one of my favorite ways to play. Like, there's hardly anything a Zerg can do at the start of the game. I will say this: I should have SCV scouted him with the one that was chasing the drone. But like, all they can really be doing is a speedling rush, a lair rush, or a roach rush, or they play normal. So it's like you just build the bunker blindly, and you're safe against basically all of that. Like, if I build the bunker and I lose, it's because I made a misplay. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like this strategy gives you a reasonable breadth of opportunity to handle whatever comes your way. Have I ever played AoE 3? The worst one? Ah! Now, me and my friends were all nerds in high school. We played a lot of StarCraft, played a lot of Age of Empires. Age of Empires 3 being bad was the game that got us all pretty excited for StarCraft 2. Obviously, we waited a long time for that, but it's good times. Good times. Pookie is back. You never know if they'll find their way out there. You've got to be careful. You never can tell, as they say. Yeah, man. Soundtrack is so good. No, it was so sick, though. It was so sick playing StarCraft 2 for the first time. They didn't have so much of what's in the game now got added in. Oh, thank you. But in a way, it's also like kind of cool to look back and think about how simple it used to be, how simple the interface used to be, and all of that. Back then, you could actually mod the game for real. That was so sick. I miss that. I used to use like the custom menu and loading screen and stuff, and you could you could just replace the models in the game and shit. It used to be pretty crazy what you could do in SC2. Yeah. People used to be able to just straight up modify the game files. And then they made it so that it checks the files every time you boot up the BattleNet launcher, and then that was it. That was over. Probably because there were some people who made high visibility mods.
SCV ready. Fueled up, ready to go.
Actually, the original Team Colors mod, I mean, that guy got hired by Blizzard, but that actually was a mod at first. Just even the game's built-in feature to change your color intensity, that's actually a mod that they hired the modder to bring him on board to build it into SC2 because of how good it was. But that was back when you could freely modify the files of the game. I guess Stronger Team Colors kind of is a visibility mod in some ways. This supply block absolutely killed me. I did everything except start a depot there. I got my factories, I got my armories, I got my 4th, I got my 5th. And I'm not even building my BC. There it is, finally. Katie did bring me food though, so I'm gonna be rejuvenated in a moment. You fast expand versus Zerg and Turtle until maxed out 3/3 Mac and just roll across the map. Hey, that's what I do. I mean, I don't really like do the turtle thing with the tanks, and I'm usually pretty vulnerable against big pushes, but I try to get units where I can go out on the map and harass. It's just hard, because if you go Hellions and they make mutas, you can't really do anything, you know? And if you go for any kind of air setup, or if you go for like Hellions, then, I mean, Broaches or mutas kind of shut them down so easily. So it's like, how do you get out on the map without risking your whole army? And it's just so tough. It's tough. There we go. All right, let's clear some creep. I like this. I call this the single BC. The whole point of this is that it looks like, oh my god, it's Nathanias. He's building BCs. I need to panic. But then actually I'm not. And I'm just making one battlecruiser to clear creep and put the fear of God into you. Doing your taxes right now? Hell yeah. But look at that. Look at how easy it is to clear the creep like that. You know what I mean? People always ask me why I don't bring ravens, and that's why. It's hard to get the raven out. I can teleport the battlecruiser, but I can't teleport the raven. They never put that one in multiplayer. I've leaned on your BC strategy against Terran. It's so good. Yes. Wow, I'm glad that you're having some fun with the builds. I need to make some real guides. People have been asking, so I gotta take a couple hours and just go through, try to find my best replays per matchup. Oh yeah, infestors, right? Once infestors are out on the map too, that's another tricky one, because if they nab you with the fungal, suddenly it's very, very hard to get out, you know? If he gets these Hellions with the fungal, they're all gonna die, so I gotta be careful. But Terran doesn't really have that much in the way of crowd control. We have zoning with tanks, but siege tanks are kind of slow. It's one of the reasons I don't like them. We're almost ready to push. Okay, he almost ran into the wood chipper there. Others have done it before. It wouldn't be the first. All right, this is it, boys. It's time to find out what we're made of. So we A-move the Thors, you deselect everything else, and you micro that independently. Nice. Beautiful. Oh, you see that? You see how much money he had too at the end? I guess the lurker timing just ended up being really bad for him, but he was trying to make. Yeah, you see, look at the upgrades. Look how much he was getting at once. He was getting the Hydra lunge, he was getting lurker range, he was getting adrenal glands, he was getting +2 range attack, he was getting +3 carapace, he was getting 6 lurkers, a greater spire, and neural parasite. My man has like 2,000 gas tied up in this production tab. Maybe not counting the lurkers if we want to be polite. Let's see what we got. Yeah, you see these liberators, they do a great job opening things up. He's using the Dark Swarm. So he's taking 50% damage under there. But you see Thor's already kind of overkill in this situation. So even with the half damage, it's still not too bad. And then now Yamato the Lurker in the back, just the furthest away one, because that just seemed like it made sense. Yeah, Liberators are really the underrated hero, because like, you would always think to try and put the Liberator zones over the enemy, but the best way to use them is to put them over your own army and let the Thors kill everything. So, the further away that your Thors get from the Liberators and Hellions, usually the lower your chance of winning the game. So, that's how I approach it. Like, against Lurkers, yeah, maybe you want to siege a little further out. If you have the range upgrade, sure. But you always want your Liberators to be on your Thors. You don't want them exposed. You don't want to be, because if you put liberation zones on all the choke points, he's going to run through them. Especially, I play a lot of people at high MMR go Ultralisks. I lost a game earlier to an Ultralisk player too. So, but if you have enough Liberators, I've also won games because if you have enough Liberators sieged on your Thors and the Ultras show up, you know, the Ultras are going to get on your Thor. So if you have 7 Lib zones on the Thor and he wants to attack it, boom, he has to eat 7 Liberator shots, which is huge. But, yeah, I'm going to queue. We're going to keep playing for a little bit longer, but I'm just going to turn my camera off while I eat some stuff if you guys are cool with that. But I'll play another game or two. Thanks for hanging, yo. That's when I eat really fast like a goblin. You see this? Grandmaster Zerg. Not too shabby, huh? At 300 minerals, we move out 2 SCVs. One to expand, one to scout.
What's going on? Big job, huh?
All right. I just wanted to inhale a little bit of that. Oh, no! He's crazy. Any gas? No gas? Okay. Wow, he's a Grandmaster, all right. Grandmaster of Cheese. Just go straight to 3 CC because of that. What else can you do? What else can you do? It is also past midnight in Europe, so it might be time to wrap it up. Forcing Nate to make Marines is crazy. To be fair, I always make 4 Marines, so that part's not really like against Zerg. I always fill my bunker. These Marines are for the bunker. The only thing he's caused me to do that I wouldn't normally do is build my command center in my main because he made me cancel it because he did like a 12 pool. But I'm not gonna build Marines now. No, I'm just gonna go straight into like Hellions and tanks. Probably gonna just go straight into like Hellion Banshee here. Screw it. Just do it all. YOLO. We'll go super YOLO this game. Why not? Why not? Why not go all out just this one time, Master? He's got a little roach ball. Yeah, he's just gonna go big roach. It's gonna be big roach. Maybe we'll try to make a few more bunkers, but I don't think it's gonna help. He's gonna have a lot of speed roaches very, very, very soon. Very soon. I don't think this is gonna work, but I have to try it. It's just to be as annoying as possible. We may not get it, lads. He's been cheesing the whole game through. He was never gonna stop. Damn. My one tank, he was ready for it the moment it came out. Yeah, I think that's game. Let's just give it to him. We got put against someone way better than us, but that makes sense, right? It's getting late. 12 pool. I'm just gonna eat the rest of my food and enjoy my evening with my wife. Thank you for hanging out, guys. I'll be back on tomorrow. See you there.